We're gonna go in with another product anyways, which I will show you guys. My ear looks really big, so we're gonna put my hair back. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Colleen. In today's video, I'm showing you guys how I cover up my dark spots and how I am trying to get rid of them, and I feel like I have a good routine going on, so I'm obviously going to share those little tips with you guys so you guys can follow along and do it too. I know a lot of my viewers struggle with acne as well, so I feel like it's a very important thing for me to show you guys my progress and what I've been doing to help my skin, because then I'd be gatekeeping, and we don't do that around here. Today's video is sponsored by Good Molecules, and I just want to say thank you to Good Molecules for sending these products out for me because they have been game-changing for me, and I'll show you guys exactly what I mean in a second. Good Molecules is affordable and effective for your skin. You can find Good Molecules at Ulta Beauty or their website, which I'll link in the description box for you guys, as well as the products that I use in today's video. On the packaging, it actually shows you how much exactly in percentage of each ingredient is in the product, so you guys get a very transparent and open ingredient list and nothing's hidden from you. But if you guys want to see how I get rid of my little spots here and there that I get all the time, make sure you guys are staying tuned. Follow me on my Instagram as well as my TikTok. I'll link both of those in the description box. And if you guys want to see more videos like this, then make sure you guys are subscribing to my channel. But without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so my hair is rolled up so it's not in my face. So starting off with your skincare, which is very, very important in terms of doing your makeup. I feel like your base with your skincare is very, very crucial in getting a good base. So I've already washed my face this morning. I'm going to go ahead and use the Good Molecules Silicone-Free Priming Moisturizer. This has been really, really nice for my skin. I feel like it has definitely helped with maintaining my skin's oil, just controlling that to a good level. So it just looks like this. It's a very thin moisturizer, but it goes a long way. So I don't like to rub my moisturizer in. I feel like it's too rough for my skin type. So with this Good Molecules moisturizer, it basically just says you have to wait for the moisturizer to fully absorb before putting on your sunscreen. So while we wait for that, I am going to talk about two other products from Good Molecules that I use in the nighttime. I feel like in combination with both the products, it has definitely helped my skin, and I feel like my skin has definitely changed in terms of texture, and a lot of my hyperpigmentations have been going down. This scar right here, you guys can see it's pretty fresh, but in terms of how red it was compared to before is very, very minimal. So I'll show you guys a before photo right here. Yeah, I was literally breaking out in rashes and hives, and I feel like with this toner right here, this is the Niacinamide Brightening Toner. It helps to brighten and improve your skin's complexion, so I really do think that it has smoothed out a lot of my pores on my nose. It was really nice to kind of see that go down with this product, so I just like to put this on a cotton round and lightly press it in, and then I follow up with a PM moisturizer. You can actually use this moisturizer in the nighttime as well. And then lastly, this I have seen the most difference in my skin because I've used it for longer. This is the Discoloration Correcting Serum. This has been raved about. It's one of their most popular products that they have in their line, and I can see why, because it has definitely helped. A lot of my scars and dark spots have been going away very, very slowly, but with this, it kind of sped up the process for me. I like to use this in the PM, but you can use this in the morning as well underneath your moisturizers, but make sure you follow up with a sunscreen. The consistency is kind of milky. I will show you guys exactly what I mean, and you can kind of see it blends in completely. But I guess all that I really wanted to say is I have seen a very big difference. These products have really been helping with my skin's progress in terms of fading the scars and getting a better and even complexion for my skin. So I just want to say thank you to Good Molecules for sending over these products. I highly recommend trying it out if you haven't already, but let's get into the rest of the video. So after we have let the moisturizer set in on our skin, I'm gonna go in with a sunscreen. So this sunscreen is the Biore Watery Essence SPF 50, and this is one of the best sunscreens I have used, and I only use a little dot right here. But because today's video is essentially to get rid of any kind of dark spots and discoloration, we need to protect our skin from the sun. Even if you're standing by a window, make sure you're wearing sunscreen, girl. Next up, after you have chosen your primer, I actually ran out of my primer, so I'm gonna skip this step for today, but if you guys have any primer recommendations, please leave them in the comments down below. Today we're just gonna pretend that I put on some primer, okay? Moving on to getting rid of any dark spots and just any kind of acne that I have. I have stopped using foundation. I feel like I just don't like the consistency and how it feels on my skin after a really long day of wearing it. I have just substituted foundation for concealer instead. So I have been using this one right here. So this is the Nars Soft Matte Complete Concealer. This is a thick cream concealer, and this is in the color Vanilla Light 2. Comes in this little pot like this, and it's really thick, and I feel like it's important when covering up any kind of blemish or dark spot to use something that's very thick in consistency and full coverage. This is a significantly lighter color, as you guys can see, but the point of using a lighter shade is to really highlight and brighten this area, and then we go in with a color that's closer to our skin tone, if that makes sense. I like to use a brush. This is a Real Techniques concealer brush, and it's just a flat brush. I feel like that works best in terms of using a creamy product like this. So all that you want to do is you're going to take some product onto your brush here. Make sure your brushes are clean. You don't understand how much bacteria is on there until you break out. And that's your lesson. I just like to press it onto that blemish there, and then I'm just gonna follow up with the rest of my dark spots here. And as you guys can see, it's already obviously covering up some spots there, and we're gonna let it sit for a little bit. And I have this huge pimple underneath my skin that I am trying to get rid of right there. This pimple that's like about to pop, I'm just gonna avoid this pimple right here. Please disregard it. Let's just let her live her life for a little, and then we'll extract her tonight. This actually has kind of a pinky undertone, which is what I like, because I feel like my skin does kind of have a pinkiness underneath the yellow undertone that I have. I think for this one, let's experiment. I'm gonna go around the redness of this pimple here with this concealer. I just don't want to highlight the head, so I'm just gonna go around the pimple where I have any kind of redness. Okay, I'm just gonna go in and just lightly press everything in with a brush like that. And I feel like with this brush, you're not moving the product around so much on your skin. And especially with a flat, small concealer brush, you really get into all the crevices of that spot. I kind of did it messily because we're gonna go in with another product anyways, which I will show you guys. My ear looks really big, so we're gonna put my hair back. I'm going in with this E.l.f. Camo Concealer. This is the hydrating one in the color Light Sand, and this is pretty close to my skin color, so it's very thick and full coverage, so I don't need too much of it. This is where I go in with my beauty blender or my Real Techniques sponge. So I'm just gonna lightly press this in. I'm like barely pouncing it on my skin. I feel like if you use a very heavy hand when pressing products into your skin, it really does just emphasize your dark spots even more because you're moving the product. If you go in with a heavy hand and you're pressing the product in and then you're moving somewhere else, you're just moving and transferring that product to another part of your face, which we don't want. In general, if you're using a sponge, just make sure you're using very light motions. But you guys can already see like my skin has already started to brighten up a little bit, and you don't see my dark spots as much anymore. Then I'm also just gonna conceal under my eyes because she's a little dark. She's looking a little, how do you say this? Tired. It's giving me very much I need sleep, which I do. I'm just using a little bit of my Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the color Wheat. Press this in to the skin. I really like a brightening under eye anyways, so this has really helped with achieving that. I'm going in with this loose setting powder. This is the Huda Beauty Easy Bake in the color Pound Cake. This has kind of a tint to it. I don't know if they came out with a translucent one, which would be really, really nice. Kind of like baking around the spots that we put the Nars concealer. And this is just to really make sure that we're locking in anywhere that we put the concealer. And I feel like with texture, when you have too much grease or, you know, light and hydration coming in, it can really emphasize your little spots that you're trying to get rid of. So that's just what I have learned from when I do my own makeup. I'm using the flat part of my sponge and I'm gonna start pressing everything in to my face. And to kind of add some color back into the skin, I am going to be using my Tarte blush in the color Doll Face. I'm like brushing it on like this. I'm just gonna apply a little bit of my lip gloss. This is the Makeup Revolution Pout Balm. And then I'm going to take the little rollers out of my hair. Alright guys, that is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed watching today's video. Make sure you guys are checking out Good Molecules. Again, you can find them at Ulta Beauty or at their website. I'll link it in the description box for you guys. I think it's really important to also just say this. You don't have to wear makeup to cover up your spots. I feel like they're beautiful, and for me at least, when I see someone wearing their acne, you know, bare face, I feel very safe in their presence, and their energy just, you know, radiates confidence, and I love that for you and for them, and I kind of just want to be that for you guys whenever you guys go on this channel. So, you know, embrace your scars, girl. There's nothing wrong with them. There's nothing wrong with acne. But for those of you who wanted to see how I covered up my acne spots, this is the video for you. But yeah, thank you guys for watching today's video. Thank you to Vogue for having me today. I really enjoyed my time here. I love you guys, and I will see you guys in my next one.